Hello, my name is Ravi Vij from MyCancerHaven, and today in Conversation with Cancer Expert series, we have Dr. Gregory Roloff, a rising star in the area of heme malignancies, leukemia, and cellular therapy. Welcome, Greg.
Thank you, Ravi. I appreciate you having me.
So we're going to talk about CAR T cell therapy for acute lymphoblastic leukemia. So, Greg, can you first start off by telling us what are the FDA-approved drugs in this area?
Certainly. So your slide nicely delineates the three FDA-approved products here. They have big names, and so a lot of times, on the ground, we'll use abbreviations. And so, for example, for Tisagen Leclusil, we often call it Tisacel for short. For Brexacaptogene autoleucel, we'll call it Brexucel for short. And finally, for Obacaptogene autoleucel, we'll call it Obicel for short. So these are the three products. The thing that I would point out that is important to know about the label and the indication is that Tisacel or Tisagen Leclusil is largely a product that is used in the pediatric and young adult space, and it's only approved right now for patients up to the mid-20s, and so largely used in AYA programs. And then Brexucel and Obicel are the main players that you'll see on an adult cell therapy ward or in an adult cell therapy clinic. The few distinctions that are delineated here, I think, are important ones to know. They're a bit more granular, but this is just to say that there are some detailed discrepancies of the design of how these CAR T cells are meant to activate and meant to persist, and that tracks with some of the co-stimulatory molecules and binding domains. And a lot of folks in my world like to waffle about these slight differences and whether or not they have implications for the way that the CAR T cells behave and the way the patients do with them.
So let's review the trials that led to these drugs approval. So the first one I think that got approved was Tisacel. So can you tell us about this trial?
Yes. So Ileana was the trial that allowed ultimately for Tisacell's approval. And, Ileana was significant because it was the first truly global